Jarrell, what's happening, man? Hey, man, can you hear me on this thing? What my volume sound like? Can you hear me pretty good? Or am I low? Cool, cool, cool. Man, I'm trying to see. I'm just looking at a lot of stuff that's going on in the world. And obviously, I start with black culture. And I just want to see what y'all think about. Right now they got YSL Young Thug on trial as we speak. They got Young Dolph murder case on trial as we speak. They got Keefe D waiting for trial for the Tupac murder as we speak. They got P. Diddy in jail waiting to see if he's going to go to trial as we speak. I mean, is it more to it or am I just looking too deep into that? But to me, it seemed like it's a whole ploy or plot to bring either black culture down or hip hop down or what y'all think? I just sitting out here in the back, just kind of brainstorming, strategizing, thinking about just the direction of the culture. They bringing all type of people into it, pastors and churches and TD Jakes and all kind of stuff. Just it's crazy world out here, man. 2025 might be a year that we'll never forget for the rest of our life. With so much stuff gonna happen in 2025. What y'all think? It's a lot of live trials in the news. You're right, but let me ask you this: unless I'm missing some of the other ones, they all black folks, all black folk trials. It almost seems like they using these trials for entertainment. Use us up, chew us up, spit us out. Maybe nobody gives a damn. Maybe I'm too old school and I'm too conscious minded. Maybe ain't nobody else just really looking at it like I look at it. Like, it's people in that industry that's done way worse than P. Diddy, but they ain't been brought to trial. That industry is a monster, it's evil. But we'll see what happens with that. Maybe through his trial, it'll bring some of the other people that's worse than him or right there with him, bring them to the forefront too. Who knows? Who knows? I just choose to stay away from it. I pay attention to it because of just the fact of staying in tune with what's going on. But to me, it's definitely not a good look. All these trials, and all the rappers that's been killed, and just, man, it's just crazy, man. And it really seemed like ain't nobody raising hell about none of the BS that's going on nowadays. It's kind of like it's a trend, and like we done got so used to it, so numb to it, we just waiting on to see who gonna be next, with no real emotional attachment to it as far as a group or as a people or even as a masses, because everybody's affected by it. Not just black folks affected by it, but they definitely seem like they're using black men in particularly to be out front of their entertainment justice system uh, shenanigans. Don't seem like nobody really give a damn though. I don't see really none of the other mainstream celebrities really speaking on too much of how we being used up, chewed up, and threw up, spit out. So maybe that's why I just stay out the way, stay in my lane, and seem like they don't want no realness to really take effect. I went live on my IG not too long ago, and I was spitting some real realness, and they kept cutting me off. My IG kept cutting off, like they monitoring it, and somebody can hear exactly what I'm saying and monitoring me. And if it gets to the point where you speaking too much truth or too much realness or trying to wake folks up, they cut you off. But I guess when you don't own the platform, they can do whatever they want to do to you. We got all this money that we show in these videos and in these on IG and all this money. But out of all these major platforms, we don't own one of them. Make it make sense. We just run to them and show how much money we got, but don't own none of the platforms that we run to show how much money we got. That has to be as backwards and as ignorant as it can possibly get. What y'all think finna happen in 2025? Y'all think 2025 finna be a peaceful year? Y'all think it's gonna be some big things that's gonna go down in this world that's gonna leave everybody in shock mode? What do y'all think is coming in 2025? More trials, more deaths. Rest in peace to all the people that left this earth, all our loved ones, all the people that we looked up to, all the people that we admired. Just recently, it's been Frankie Beverly, uh, Tito Jackson, Rich Homie Quan. This just recently, within the last couple weeks, and I'm probably missing somebody, but it's a crazy ride out here. Much love, man. Hey, man, y'all keep me in your speakers, man. Keep Mr. Mike in your rotation, man, because that music is timeless. It definitely has a message to it. It's definitely not what the mainstream wants to promote, because I'm not advising black men and black women to kill each other and go against each other and get drugged out and do a bunch of shit that's gonna send you to prison. And so they don't really push that envelope. If I was having a bad influence on my community and promoting how much drugs I'm selling and how much drugs I'm doing and how much sex and this and this and that and all the negative stuff, then yeah, they'll be offering me millions. But I'm cool where I'm at without having to do all of that. And then in the end, they don't do nothing but lift you up to bring you down anyway. They give us these cars, clothes, and ice, and the jewelry, and all this, and make us feel like that's what we need to impress. Give us a little platform, and as soon as they get ready to feel like they don't need us no more, they find a way to bring us down. That's why I always say you give somebody the power to feed you, you give them the power to starve you. But somebody got to be the light. That's right. They hate the light, but somebody got to remain and be the light. Somebody got to be the light. The darkness can't stand the light. Darkness can't stay dark in the light. The light overwhelms the darkness. So we got to be more of a light if we want to get the darkness out of here. And a lot of times people don't really realize it until it hit home. Until it hit home, that's when people realize, man, it's time for me to do something about this. Meanwhile, we just watching other people go through it on social media and on these in the media period, and we really don't take the initiative to join as a group or as an organization or just come together and see how we can defeat a lot of the challenges that's brought upon us. We just kind of crab in the bucket mentality, everybody for themselves. And if it looked like somebody is rising to the top or it looked like somebody is possibly gonna get out of that barrel or that hellhole, it's somebody trying to bring them back in it, trying to pull them back down. So think we need to have our prayer life as strong as it's ever been. The Most High in the universe is real. There is a higher power that's higher than ourselves. We need to believe in ourselves more. We don't really believe in ourselves like we should, I don't think. We just a bunch of followers that's following what somebody else is following. Everybody following. Social media don't have a leader button. It's all following. So at some point, at some point, God gonna show his hand and shows that he has the real power over heaven and earth. And I feel like right now the devil is just getting away with a lot of stuff. And when I say the devil, or when I say God and things of that nature, the devil, I'm not considering the devil to be some dude with a pitchfork with a long tail that's underneath the ground, chilling in a lake of fire. That's not what I look as the devil as. I look at the devil as just the lowest energy in the earth, the lowest energy you could possibly have. And a lot of times that low energy or the low vibrations is stress, confusion, anger, hate, jealousy, envy. To me, that's the devil, the low vibrations in the universe. I hope everybody's having a great night. I hope God continues to bless your family. I hope people continue to wake up and see what's really going on out here so we don't continue living in ignorance. And obviously, it's a challenge. It's obviously a challenge because we're so divided, man. We're so divided. And who's our real leaders? We have to take the initiative to be leaders individually because there are no real true leaders out here. So we have to be that. We have to be the leaders, man. All the real leaders that from the past, they are either dead, in prison, or they just quiet, and most of them are long gone in the grave. So we've been divided and damn near conquered, but there's still a few of us out here left that's not with the ignorant stuff. We see what's going on, and those are the ones who have to come together because it's more power for us to be together on one accord than it is for us to be individually trying to make something happen just on our own. Where there's two or more gathered in agreement, then God will be in the midst. What is it, bud? Take it easy, dude. So I just came on here tonight to see if anybody is really looking at this thing kind of how I'm looking at it, especially going into 2025, the state of the black community, the state of the world as a whole, the state of these young children, the state of young women, older women, the state of young men, older men, the mindset. A lot of us, a lot of people that just really gave up, and it is what it is, and we just waiting for somebody else to die, waiting for somebody else to go to prison, waiting for something to happen, and that's not a good look. To just be waiting on something bad or negative to happen, and you know something is bound to happen. 2025, for some reason, I feel like it's they just planning something and some type of agenda that they gonna bring to keep the common people under control or send us out of control so that they can come and act like they're getting control of it, which is what the Antichrist is. That's what the Antichrist is. Antichrist creates chaos and then leaves it to the people and then double back to make it seem like they helping the people in the chaos when they was the ones who created the chaos. So it's absolutely crazy world we living in, man. Hey, y'all stay connected to your higher power. Grab hold of your family, your loved ones. 'Cause right now it's really a time in this world that if you're not watching and paying attention, you might get blindsided. So not gonna hold y'all long. Just wanted to come on in, share a few of my thoughts on going into 2025 and looking at what's going on in the world right now with so many deaths. There's been so many deaths, and a lot of them we're doing it to each other. Ignorance is at an all-time high, and what's the solution? Is there a solution? So, hey man, I appreciate y'all banging that old Mr. Mike. I got new music out there as well. Y'all can go look up iTunes, Spotify, all the major platforms. I keep new singles out there. Got another one coming out on the 11th of October called The Other Side of the Struggle. But I appreciate y'all banging out, man. And hey, go add some of that new music to your playlist. I know all of y'all love my old stuff, but God continues to give me the gift of music. I absorb life. I put it back out there for people who need that soul food that's gonna stick to your ribs. Yeah, that you're gonna be able to really digest and really be able to take that message and a lot of that music that I do. A lot of it is just content I put in the music. So go pull up Spotify, go pull up, whatever platform you get your music on, type in Mr. Mike, and I'm sure it's gonna be a song or two that you're gonna see that you haven't heard yet. Appreciate y'all continuing to support the realness, the truth, the light. Yeah, got a few songs out there, so I'm gonna get off here, man, and go inside, hang out just a little bit inside with the fam. My cat is around here bugging me. I'm gonna check on him. Hey man, grab a hold of your family, grab a hold of your loved ones, grab a hold of your true friends. Recognize who your true people are, and evade the hate, evade the ignorance, evade the jealousy. Okay? Those are low vibrations. We supposed to be on a high vibration with a sound mind, activating our power and activating our love for one another. And so, with that, y'all have a blessed night. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna keep bringing y'all different little lives and things of that nature. If y'all want them, if it makes sense, if it's making sense, and y'all let me know. But definitely go check out some of that new music, man. Just type in Mr. Mike, the real Mr. Mike. There's a lot of imposters out there. Of course, y'all know about South Circle and Wicked Ways. Obviously, that's what people know me by. But there's new music out there. Still sounding like that Mister. Still giving good message. Still giving good lyrics, good rhymes, good content. So don't cheat yourself, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be blessed. Have a good night.